Hey y'all, I'm Donna. Welcome to my garden. It's fall and it's just a beautiful time of year. I love to be outside this time of year. And I'm also growing some greens. I'm growing collard greens and kale, and they look great. I'm very blessed to have these in my garden this year. They're unaffected by worms. So one night we did hit about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm just sure the greens have sweetened up nicely. Whenever you can let your greens go through a slight frost, they will become much sweeter. So I'm going to pick some of this kale, and I want to make a coconut cream sauce to go on it. This cream sauce is really easy to make, and I use it for a lot of different things, so I'm real anxious to show you guys how to do it. And what I'm going to harvest today is just like a curly kale. It's called winter boar. I've grown this kale many times before, and it's super easy to grow. I think it's a very easy hybrid kale that you can grow. And if you haven't grown it before, go ahead. It's a cool season crop. It loves the spring, and of course the fall is when I think it's best, because at least like I explained earlier, it has had that chance to go through a little bit of a frost before you harvest it. Hopefully I'll be able to keep this going until New Year's Day, because I have some wonderful collards here, and you know, in the South we really like to have our collard greens with some black-eyed peas and cornbread on New Year's Day as our little southern traditional dish. So I'm going to try to keep at least this little one bed going until New Year's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my gloves and my basket here, and we are going to go inside and get to cooking some of this kale. Now on my way up to the house, I'm going to grab a little Thai pepper out of my pepper container garden, which is still going strong. I've been moving my pepper containers in and out of my garage, which is how I like to grow them throughout the winter. And so I'm going to grab a little hot pepper. You don't have to use anything with heat in it for this dish. It'll still be wonderful. Okay, so let me grab my basket here, and when we go inside, we'll get cooking. Okay, we'll go ahead and just grab some of this kale here. It's just beautiful. Okay. Okay, well here are my pepper containers, and I'm going to grab a couple of the Thai hot peppers, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull off some of the red habaneros as well as the Thai yellow. Just go ahead and get them while I'm here. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is cook a piece of fish. I'm going to go ahead and get this going in my toaster oven while I make the sauce and the kale. I'm just going to put some salt and olive oil on here. I'll go ahead and pop this in the toaster oven. Okay, in my skillet, I'm going to put some coconut oil. Okay, now that that has melted, I'm going to put these little, they're called yellow moon shallots, and they're beautifully sweet and mild shallot, and I'm going to leave them whole. They turned out pretty small this year, and I just cut them in half. So I want to put these face down so that I can get a little color going on the underside. I also have some red baron onions that I grew this year, and I grow my onions kind of like, I guess you could almost call it like a spring onion, because I harvest them when they're very small. This is what you call a long day onion for those of you who are not familiar with growing onions. I live in a neutral day area, and that the type of area where you live affects this bulb size of the onion that you grow. So I grow a long day onion in a neutral day area. So it's kind of neat that my onion bulb doesn't get very big, but it is really sweet at the same time. So I like to grow this little onion called a red baron onion. Okay, so I want to go ahead and just get these cooking a little bit. I'll go ahead and give them some salt while I go ahead and get the sauce started. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get the sauce going, and I'm just using some coconut cream. This is a really easy sauce to put together. I am going to put about, let's see, probably a third of a cup to a half a cup of coconut cream in here. Okay, this is melting down nicely. I'm just going to grate in some ginger. Okay, I want to add a little bit of lime zest. Remember, when you're zesting your limes, don't go down much more than just the green part, because you'll get the bitter part of your lime peel, and we don't want that. Okay. Okay, it looks like my shallots are cooking pretty nice here. I got a little color going on the bottom of them here. So what I want to do is just put a little bit of chicken stock in here. Not much, just enough to cook the kale, which I've already chopped. A little bit of salt, and I'm going to cover it while we finish the sauce. Okay, I'll just take some lime juice, put that right in here. Juicy lime. Yay! I love to get juicy citrus. And the hot Thai pepper, I'm not going to chop it up only because it is really hot. I picked those at the very last of the season, as you just saw me pick, and well, they are real hot. They've been sitting on the plant for a while, and they're about twice. There's about twice the heat of that little pepper than they were at the beginning of the season. Now a little bit of sugar. Okay, I want to give it a little bit of a taste to see how the lime is coming through on it. And the ginger. The ginger there'll be more of a flavor in a bit after it's had a time to warm through nicely, but I'll go ahead and give it a little taste. Very nice. What it needs is a little salt. I'll let the salmon cook for about 10 to 12 minutes, and the kale is perfectly done. I uncovered it so that the broth or the stock could evaporate a little bit. So I'll go ahead and get this. We'll put this on our plate, and over here we have the fish, and then back here I have the sauce. Let's go ahead and plate this up. Yum. Now we'll put a little bit of the sauce on here. Yum. Okay, let's dig in here and get a little bite of this kale. Oh, it's perfect. I wish I would have made more. I'm going to make some more right after I get through eating this, I'm sure. And one more thing I wanted to point out is that you can use this sauce on just about anything. I put it on simmered carrots. Last year I put it on some blackened fish. I had put that on some mango salsa on rice and just drizzled the sauce over it. It was so good. I put it on fried shrimp. There's a lot of different ways you can use it. So I wanted to drop back over here. I just ate my whole dinner and I remembered I wanted to tell you that. So yeah, you can use it on a lot of different things. So I hope you give it a try. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.